Hi, I'm Paris, and I'm talking to you from the sunny, sandy seashore of my imagination. This is where I go for 3 months at a time between my appointments at the oncology office, where they take blood, check my PSA numbers, and see how I'm doing after having finished 3 years of cancer treatment. Now, because I had chemo, radiation, and 3 years of Lupron, but I did not have my prostate surgically removed, my oncologist and I talked about how my PSA number was going to come up, that hopefully it would come up fairly slowly and then curve into a stable number somewhere below 1.0. She scheduled my blood draws for every 3 months and then the follow-up to see how the numbers were doing. And that's why I get to have this 3-month mini mental vacation from being a cancer patient until I get a call and I look on my phone, caller ID, Texas Oncology. What are they calling about now? It's just been less than a month since my last test. Well, I was told by the nurse that the doctor saw your results and your PSA 0.18, which I knew from having gone online, and that seemed good to me. It's been 6 months since I went off Lupron. My testosterone is back up to normal. Of course, that's a reasonable number for my PSA to be at this point, I thought. But the message is the doctor would like you to come in and do a 1-month blood test to keep an eye on that PSA. Well, we had talked about this. We had a plan. Now, I don't know if maybe just going through the multiple patients that the doctor has, saw that prostate cancer patient and, oh, look, the PSA is up. We better have them in for another test, forgetting what we had talked about and that I still have the prostate. Or perhaps just concerned that going 3 months might allow the PSA number to shoot too high too fast and wouldn't catch it. But it's something not good that must be in their mind to have their office call me and say, we need to get you in here for a blood test sooner. Now, in the multiple factors that can cause you to get cancer in the first place, that can cause it to come back, that can affect your fight against and ability to beat cancer, of course, there's genetics, there's diet, and there's lifestyle. And they talk a lot about how you need to get good sleep, you need to reduce your stress, big elements of the lifestyle component. Well, let me tell you, when you get the call out of the blue that now you need to go in for more testing, does not help with the amount of sleep you get or the stress level. It's like the regular scanxiety that if you're a cancer patient you get when it's time for your next scan, and it starts, I guess for different people it's different. For me, a week before the anxiety really gets going. Well, this is that anxiety turned up about 3 notches because you're not going for your regularly scheduled scan. This was a special scan that they're calling you in to do. Now, with me not being a doctor, having no medical training, I still think it wasn't really necessary to call me in for this special edition test. But I imagine with my doctor looking at the test results in my chart, said, yeah, let's just go ahead and call him in early to do a 1-month test, not giving it any more thought to that because to the doctor, to the nurse, it's not a big deal. But to the person getting the call, it's a big deal. These 3 months between scans, this is my time to not be first and foremost a cancer patient, but to be a regular person. Now, admittedly, it's been a little harder for me because every day I'm going and having hyperbaric oxygen therapy to fix what the radiation caused, radiation proctitis. So it's kind of hard to forget that. But at least when I get home from the treatment, I can put on my emotional Hawaiian shirt and not have to focus on PSA numbers and scans. So that unexpected call from the doctor's office not only gets me up out of my lounge chair, it puts me on a plane and whisks me off to What If Island. And What If Island is exactly what it sounds like. It's an island you can't escape from, and while you're there, all you can think is, what if, what if? So I go in for that blood work in a few days. I'll try to get at least a little sleep before then. I'm not really worried because, again, I don't think it was necessary. I expect my PSA will be up a little bit higher. It has been another month. And at that point, then the doctor can say, well, let's go back to the 3-month schedule. Or, you know what, I just don't want to let this get away from us, so let's just change it to a 1-month schedule. So I guess what I'd like to say is, if you're in the medical field, what to you may be an inconsequential phone call can be a really big deal to the person receiving that call. So unless you're bringing me a club sandwich and a margarita, please stay off of my emotional support beach. And I'll see you on the next review.
There are so many choices and you don't want to stress. You want your health food at home, receiving only the best. That's what we're here for. We give honest reviews. Paris DX.